What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, Combiner Wars, Combiners, the new updates the last couple years. It's been a topic of discussion in the community, very polarizing one, I guess, and I just want to give my thoughts on it. I've talked about it a little bit in recent videos, but I just want to make like a full dedicated video on this topic. So Combiner Wars, it's been almost 10 years now, and looking back on it, I mean, let's be honest, guys. It was decent for the time. I mean, they're pretty cheap, but that's what you're getting. They're cheap. They're not really substantial combiners that have stood the test of time when you put it next to your modern figures, or even figures from before Combiner Wars. If we're looking at 2008 or 2010 or 2011, they didn't hold a candle to a lot of those figures. So when I look at, say, let's take Combiner Wars Menasor and put it next to the Legacy one from a couple of years ago, it's night and day. The new one is way better. I mean, just look at the limbs of old school Combiner Wars figures. It's just the legs put together to form arms. It looks super awkward when you get to the bicep because it's just two thighs. It's not a full bicep. There's a big gaping hole in the middle of the arms, and it just looks terrible. So I don't really see the hype in terms of people trying to say that the Combiner Wars figures are still better than the new updates that we're getting from Menasor, Superion, Devastator, and the upcoming Bruticus. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around this whole debate here, and I'm just looking at the facts. I mean, you compare the figures. Let's do another one. Devastator with the old Combiner Wars one. And again, to me at least, it's night and day. I mean, people are trying to say that it's basically just the Combiner Wars version, and I highly disagree. If you just look at the individual figures that we've seen so far that Hasbro has revealed to the public, Long Haul is a total new sculpt that looks completely different than the Combiner Wars version. Scrapper, I think, actually has elbows now, and you look at Hook, he looks completely different, and I'm just trying to, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at people's comments, and in some cases I'm watching some people's videos on this topic, and I'm sitting here going, I don't know what y'all are seeing. Are you guys like blind? Are you Stevie Wonder or something? Because I just don't see what you guys are praising here. Because if you look at the original Devastator from Combiner Wars, he broke easy. He was missing a lot of key pieces of articulation, especially in the individual robot modes, and he was too big. I know some people are going to say, well, he fits in scale better with Omega Supreme, but I don't know, Omega Supreme was even a little big in terms of his robot mode. He's supposed to be around the size or slightly taller than Devastator, and SS-86 Devastator is slightly taller than the new Menasor, which is around the same height or a little bit taller than Siege Jetfire. So that should be around the size of the Combiners, and therefore Omega Supreme was already a little too big to begin with because of him being a Titan class figure, and that was before obviously the new price point and the new changes that we're seeing with Star Convoy now with Titan class. So that's basically why Omega Supreme was so big. And then you look at Superion, you compare it to the original, or the Combiner Wars version, I should say. Obviously, we haven't seen all the components yet, but again, guys, come on. This is like night and day here, especially if you're looking for cartoon accuracy, and you're somebody that's in their 40s or 50s who have been waiting 40 years for a nice, clean G1 Superion with modern engineering and articulation. Boom, here you go, you got it. And I see people around that age who grew up with G1, who want all these G1 updates, who are basically bashing this new figure and siding with the Combiner Wars one, which is basically IDW Superion. It's really not G1 if you look at it. So I'm really confused on the whole logic here. I mean, I know it's toys, it's people's opinions on stuff, but just looking at things in terms of facts, just looking at the limbs alone, the new ones clear the 2015 figures easy. And I just don't really see what people are looking at here, man. It's just a little strange to me. It's just a classic thing of certain Transformers fans going crazy over things that really aren't there to begin with, and I don't know, it's just weird to me. But I'm sure a lot of people are going to change their minds over the course of the next year or two, and they're eventually going to come around to these new updates as they release and as more images and reviews come out. People are probably going to be unloading their Combiner Wars figures on eBay and Mercari, and 2 years from now, you could probably find a Combiner Wars Superion for like $40, and then the new AOTP one is going to go for like $400. That's probably how it's going to go. But I don't know. Time will tell. Who knows with these people? But yeah, guys, let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about the Combiner debate recently? Do you think the Combiner Wars figures are better than the newer updates? All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if you guys want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or irregular display shelves in your homes. You could either hit me up on any of my social media accounts or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!